This week on Canada in the Rough, we're hunting deer in Ontario. When it comes to hunting whitetails in Canada, the province of Ontario is a favorite destination of the Beasleys. The great agriculture and diverse lands creates prime whitetail habitat and is known to produce monster whitetails. Over the years, the Beasley Brothers have been lucky to harvest a number of mature whitetails, but to be successful means a lot of hard work and learning how to hunt smarter. So this week, we're focusing around the fall shotgun hunting season in southern Ontario, and we'll talk about how the past has helped shape the Beasley Brothers' hunting knowledge and passion for whitetails. Join us for an educational and exciting fall deer hunt as we are after a legend of a deer. This week on Canada in the Rough.
Now, I could be wrong, but has it not been at least 4 or 5 years since the three of us were together for a deer hunt?
It's been a long, long time. But you know what? This year with our schedules, how they worked out, we were very successful early in the season. So we've been able to all be here for the early November because we haven't been able to do that in the past. But we've also got one to be a little excited about.
Yeah, let's be honest. I mean, the schedule's worked out, but we've been chasing a buck or studying a buck around here for many years on the home farms. That this is the year we said we got to get them. And to have the three of us be able to have the time to be here, it's a pretty sweet moment because this is what we grew up doing. I mean, this is truly our roots, is sighting in the shotguns the week before gun opener.
It's a tradition.
And we're lucky it's actually warm out right now because usually we're freezing, but it's a tradition for us. And, you know, Dad will be out on the local farms too, and we get to go out and chase this guy. Now, everybody asks who gets the big buck. We've always taken turns, draw straws, and Kevin is the lucky one this week, but as we've learned in the past, and I've benefited from this, the B and C guy have benefited because we don't control the deer, but if we get this guy, it'll be a very memorable week.
Should be a good week.
Well, let's get him sighted in.
It's very exciting for us to do something we grew up doing. Like literally we talk about tradition and heritage. This is ours right here. Hunting whitetails around Peterborough, Ontario is exactly the way we grew up doing it and how we remember it. And it's exciting. And obviously we've had and been treated to great other hunts around the country, but this is a chance for us to spend time together again with Dad and do it the way we remember doing it.
Growing up with a few years apart between Keith and Kevin and I, you know, we all had different circles of friends. We all played different sports and on different sports teams. As a result, we, you know, sometimes would have our own activities, but hunting was that thing that always brought us back together.
Chasing whitetails is what got us started in hunting, and we'd always look forward to the shotgun season every year because it was a chance for us that we would take off work or take off school and spend time together. This fall we have a few mature bucks that we're going after.
We got a big 10-point that's on the go at one property that we've only seen a few times. We got a big 9-point at another property, and no matter what buck we run into, it's all part of the chase and the hunt for us. And if we're not successful this week, it's still a remarkable time with your brothers and your family getting outside and hunting.
There's a deer. Looks like 2 does and a fawn. Oh wait, there's a buck. There's a really nice buck behind them. He's a beauty. I think he looks like he's that 8-point we have on trail camera. Nice to see him out chasing this early. It's a good sign, it's pre-rut. Things are starting to heat up. That's awesome. We have this scrape over here that we've got a camera on, and we've got a good picture of a nice 8-point. And I'm pretty sure that's him. He looks like he's 3 or 4. Way too far away for us to make a move on him tonight, but well, maybe we'll try another approach at him sometime another day. Beautiful, beautiful buck.
Yeah, the boys have always had a great passion for the outdoors, and certainly they've played a lot of sports, which was very competitive. They've been competitive amongst themselves, but also into the hunting world. I mean, they started when they were very young, out in the backwoods all the time, and they had a great passion for it, and it's interesting how that passion has continued.
Hunting has created a wonderful bond in our family. It has been an experience for the boys since they were very young, to the point where they would get off the school bus and come into the house, and the first thing they'd want to do is grab their hunting gear and head for the woods.
Well, the hunting stories have been folklore for years. They've heard it from the time they were very young, and it's great now to actually see the tide turn where they're actually coming back telling us their stories. And then of course be able to see it on film is remarkable. It's quite a thing for a parent to actually have the chance to watch their boys be successful in something that they enjoy, and certainly something that they've been a part of in my life from the time they were just little boys.
We've enjoyed some wonderful table fare over the years. The boys have brought home some great meat that we've had the opportunity to share as a family. And the fact that it's organic is wonderful to know that you're feeding your family good meat.
Growing up in this area, we seriously felt like bucks were ghosts. And truth be told, this part of the province doesn't have a great density of mature bucks.
Early on in hunting, we just shot at whatever came out and we had a legal tag for it. And it was fun, and we were proud of ourselves, and we're proud of those deer. But over time, we learned that that wasn't necessarily the best thing for the herd or the best way to enjoy the hunt.
As we got exposed to QDMA and the materials that were available there, and we started to learn that pressure was everything.
So for us, we started to pass animals and pass deer and let younger bucks walk until they're older and mature. And it really, the magical secret that it unlocked for us was we became better hunters. We became more savvy, more experienced.
Because we passed on those young deer, we were able to now see where their travel corridors were and watch their behaviors as they would walk across the field and some of their spots that they would commonly use. So we were able to pick our better spots for putting tree stands up and placing trail cameras.
We began to know them intimately, and these deer have become something that we've not only studied, but we've come to love and enjoy the process of putting meat in our freezer, because it's up the challenge a little bit, but it's also helped overall the health of the herd, and in turn it's made for better hunting experiences for us.
Oh, there's a buck right here on our left, in between the two trees. He's working his way down. That's Ralphie, that's the buck we've been after. Here, I'll get pictures of him. I lost him behind that thick stuff. Oh my gosh, he's in our field now. Man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is the buck we call Ralphie. The camera was low and he wasn't able to pick up his whole body where I was, and we tried to raise him at the same time, and when we were raising him, he got onto us and he took off running down the woods. We came up over this crest and he was standing right on the other side of that fence right there, and oh my goodness. He is a beautiful buck. I gave a few calls. He worked his way down here, trying to get down on the wind. The wind's a west wind right now, so it's blowing back this way. And he tried to circle around on us. And I thought he was going to cross a spot right here that was going to give us a perfect shot, but he crossed down a little bit further down the fence, and I wasn't able to see him. Oh my goodness, that is devastating. This is a buck that we've been after for a long time. I'm sick. I'm sick.
One of the biggest concerns about passing young bucks is, oh, my neighbor's gonna shoot him. And you know what? They might. They really might. And if they do, go over and give them a handshake, a pat in the back, share your pictures with them, be happy for them. But you know what? The neighbors don't shoot them all. We are proof that you can pass on these young bucks in areas of high hunting pressure. None of our properties, we don't have a single property that doesn't have hunters on at least 3 of the 4 sides. And you know what? Year after year, we prove it that these mature bucks survive. They make it.
Passing on young deer and practicing QDMA is really exciting because what it allows you to do is it actually allows you to get to know the deer on your property.
These bucks have changed over time. When we have all these ones we're chasing now that we haven't caught up to, or even seen with our own eyes, only the trail cameras have caught them. It's neat to watch them. That's why we name them all, to keep up with them, who they are. There's one we're chasing now, this big one, Ralphie.
It's been really neat to watch Ralphie from year to year. When we first found him, we think he was 3.5 years old, and he was a beautiful 10-point, about a 135 class. The next year we found him, he actually had a damaged side. He had a beautiful one side that was a nice 10-point side, but then his other side was like a hand, and we think that when he shed the antlers the previous year, he damaged the pedicle and grew that funky side. So we were really excited to watch him the next year to see what he did, and he actually came back perfectly normal, and he was a beautiful 10-point. And then at 7.5 years old, he had his most changes that he's ever had and actually grew some junk on his rack.
We started to notice that he would go away for longer periods of time. His excursions started to stretch out, and we'd lose him for a couple weeks. And that just seemed to be the way it is with mature bucks. Their core areas expand. They start to own the area, right? Because they're the oldest, they're the biggest, they're the most dominant. And he just seemed to travel a lot. So year after year, we kept hunting him, and it just became a game of cat and mouse and a game of chess.
Most of the time, we come home with nothing. 99% of the time, we come home with nothing. But over time, mixed with a great team of brothers and a dad together working out for one goal, we've been able to chip away and have some remarkable hunting experiences. But at the end of the day, it's all about luck when you're in that deer woods and you hope it's on your side.
Wow, we got a cool damp morning this morning with a nice heavy wind in our face. We're gonna go and set up on a hillside so that we can see a long area. We've seen a lot of bucks and does in this area recently, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick a spot where we see, and hopefully if we get a chance to see one, we'll make a little stalk in on them, and here's a hope and we'll have some luck. There's a deer straight in front. It's Ralphie. It's Ralphie. He's got a doe with him. Just a little too far from here. We need him close to the gap about 50 yards. You know what? He keeps looking away. As he looks away, I'll move in. Looks like he's getting spooky. I can't take him now.
Gosh, that was Ralphie that we just shot at. I think I made a good shot. Keith's just hunting another farm down the road. I'm gonna go get him and then we'll go track him together. Oh my gosh. I think we might have got Ralphie, man. I think we might have got him, buddy. I think we might have got him. We gotta go check though. I haven't even went for a look of blood, but we're just gonna.
I heard
down.
the shot.
Yeah, you were far. So you know what? He just went in right through here. So we'll just go get on the blood. I think it was a good shot though.
Well, it's been what, 45 minutes at least?
Yeah. All right, man. Let's go check. Blood here. Good blood right here, Keith.
Yep.
Look at, right there, 5 yards. Yes! Oh my gosh, that's Ralphie, man!
Oh, Kev, enjoy this moment.
Oh my God, look at him.
What a magnificent animal.
Gorgeous.
5 years, Kevin, 5 years.
Oh my God, 5 calls, that's right.
Thousands of pictures.
Since he was 3.5, we've had
Hundreds
him.
of hours.
Oh my
We've
God.
chased him, we've studied him, we've glassed him in the summer. This is a magnificent
You know
moment.
what? I'm gonna miss going and looking for him on trail cameras nowadays. We've had him for so long that it's gonna be weird.
He's become part of the family.
He really
this guy.
has.
And you know what?
You know what? You know what? As we've been took off Canada Rough, we really haven't been able to gun hunt around home on our home properties like
we
we
grew
used
up
to.
doing.
And we miss it. So
Yeah.
this year we actually scheduled 2 weeks to do it, and we actually were able
As brothers and
to get
dads,
him.
the same way we
That's
learned
right.
to.
And he's not my buck, Keith. He really is. I was the lucky one enough to be able to pull the trigger on him, but he's your buck, he's Paul's buck, and he's Dad's buck. That's how we always grew up,
I know.
sharing our deer, and any one of us could have been sitting in this spot. That's why we share them. That's why they're really.
Everybody asks, how do the
buck.
brothers share? How do you decide? It's a neat little process we have to our own, but no one cares.
We enjoy each other's success.
And I
We
can
really
tell you
do.
every story about every buck you've ever killed, and you can tell about every buck I ever have because we share it together. And this is a moment we're so grateful for our families, for our wives, for our parents, to
The landowners that let us hunt.
that help us, and to this animal.
Yeah.
And to share in a moment, we're humbled. Like, this is humbled. I got chills right now, not because we took a life, because we're grateful for this animal to feed our family, and he gave us the hunt of a lifetime.
But it was emotional for it. It was
Absolutely it
emotional
is.
for me to be able
This
to-
is emotional, and I
and-
put my hand on him. I'm thankful for him. I'm thankful for the blessings we have in this free country. It's right after
Absolutely
Remembrance
grateful.
Day
That's right.
for the veterans and the soldiers and the military that allow us to live in this free land. And congratulations,
Thank you, man.
deserve it.
Thank
I'm
you.
so
Let's get our tag
so
on.
happy for
Let's
you.
get our
What a
tag on.
moment!
Oh
What a
my
moment!
gosh.
What a moment! Oh, Kev, that smells delicious.
Looks good. They're almost done. Well, guys, that ends another great whitetail season we had, and how special it was to be able to do this one again locally home. We haven't been able to all be together in a long time around here for the gun season, and it was special to be able to get out together.
For sure, and honey garlic sausages don't dictate the success of a season or not, although it's a heck of a bonus. But everybody watching this out there can relate to this. It's brothers, it's time with their dad, it's time with family, and that's what takes you back to your roots. This is how most hunting grew up, with your dad, your uncle, your friends, and this is what it's been about for us. Yes, we accomplished something that we're very proud of. We finally got lucky enough to run into a deer that we've chased for 5 falls and only seen a couple times in that entire time. So to make that happen, have the barbecue ready, and to finish a great Ontario deer season has been a treat.
Oh, no question. And Ontario deer still captures our heart despite all the great trips
Absolutely
across
it
the
does.
country.
No question.
It's still what we love. And if you ever have a chance to come to Ontario and hunt these great whitetail deer, you've got to do it. We're the Beasley Brothers from Canada the Rough. Remember, enjoy the greatness of Canada and be proud of your hunting heritage.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this channel.
And follow us on Facebook and Instagram for daily original content from our adventures across Canada.